Beetlejuice.
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Jay Rich. You know me, Spider-Man, all day, every day. I'm here with...
Rich Drees from FilmBuffOnline.
And we just got done checking out Beetlejuice Beetlejuice that comes out... when does that
This
come?
Friday. This Friday,
oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
Just a couple days.
Yeah. And, man...
it's a movie.
It is a movie.
Lots of things happen in it. Too much happens in it, actually, I would say. There's too many ideas in here that they don't develop, and there's a lot of storylines flailing around, and it's...
And certain things were cut short. I think they should have taken the secondary love interest storyline out of it.
Yes, that I would agree with.
I don't think it was necessary. I think they used it as a plot device. Mm-hmm. They used the whole storyline, which was felt like at least a third of the movie, because that was part of her
and
Astrid's
and they disappear him out really quick before the third act even begins.
Right, like the beginning of the third act, in a sense, or the end of the second act was just the end of that storyline.
Yeah,
and it just felt unnecessary.
Yeah, and the third act, I think, kind of hinged on a whole... Let's recreate the banana boat song around the dinner table sequence from the first movie, but bigger, and I don't think it works. I mean, it's a great song that they pick, because I'm an old man who likes that stuff from the late 70s.
Right.
But it just didn't work right for me here. Here it was just kind of like too much, and the whole time I'm sitting there thinking banana boat song was lesser and more at the same time. This was just more but lesser.
Right. It's like a good show where you stop it on the first season and it stays good, unless you stretch it out for 8 seasons and you get a Game of Thrones finale.
I was going to go Buffy season 7, but, similar.
Same. I thought, again, I liked that they did a lot of nods for the various types, because now there's so many different types of Beetlejuice fans. Mm-hmm. Fans of the original movie, fans of the cartoon series, fans of the Broadway show.
Yes.
So they put in a lot of little nods to all of those. They gave you... I don't want to say it was member berries, but it was definitely hey, remember, it was member berries, but not obnoxious.
Member berries is a term I try not to use, though.
Right.
It feels reductive, because member berries, hey, remember when they made fun of nostalgia on South Park? Well, that's kind of a member berry in and of itself. It's kind of like self-defeating almost, or a self-loop. So that's why I don't use it.
Right.
But getting back to this, sorry.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. But they did do some nods to try and let you know this is a sequel. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was necessary, but certain things, like seeing things in the background, were cool, seeing certain characters here and there. But
I think one of the big problems
it was busy.
Yeah, it runs into a big problem because they have to deal with the father being out of the movie, basically because the actor is out of showbiz right now for being an ultra creep.
Yeah.
And I think they could have just,
That's right.
I don't like the idea of using...
I honestly thought he just died. I forgot. I didn't realize, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah.
I don't like the idea of still keeping the character around and using his death, this is not a spoiler, it's in the trailer, as your inciting incident for everything, and then having certain things play out throughout the movie. So I'd rather they had just done the same thing that they do with the Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis character, just said they moved on. They moved on. They were able to move on.
Right.
And say something, he died, several years ago, and that's still why Lydia and her mom are not connected.
Right. Yeah.
And
I
you
did-
still
I
would
did
have
like
been able
the-
to echo that then with Lydia and her daughter being not connected as well.
Right.
And I think that could have worked
And then
better.
I felt like they tried that. Mm-hmm. Like the placement of the storyline, they tried to recreate like, oh, you treated me the way your daughter's treating you the way you treated me,
Yes.
kind of thing. And they did play on that.
Yeah, and that's a perfectly valid idea, and I
Right.
like that.
That was fine.
It was constructed and
It was
pushed
all over the
towards
place.
that idea badly.
But I did enjoy Michael Keaton's performance.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Keaton's fun.
He was Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
He
It was nice to see Winona Ryder doing something again. I can't recall seeing her in too much these days.
I mean-
after Star Trek, a few, and that's more than 10 years ago now, right?
What about Stranger Things?
Oh, that's right, Stranger Things, which is a show I probably should watch at some point.
Oh my God.
I know, I'm a terrible
Wow.
nerd.
Terrible.
But
But yeah, like I said, I think the movie it was fun. I don't think it was groundbreaking.
I think Tim Burton felt a little energized in the way he staged some things.
Yeah, it had the same essence as the original
Yeah.
movie. I
But-
did like the stop motion. I was happy that they
There's a lot of physical stuff there.
Yeah.
Physical makeup effects and things like that.
right.
The Willem Dafoe character was fun as, an actor who played a lot of cops
So
and is
now
now in the
he's,
afterlife. He thinks he's a cop.
Right,
And
everybody keeps reminding him, no, you're just an
And
actor.
the character, has his secretary come in every scene and hands him a cup of coffee
Just
for
no reason. No reason. Just
that
cups
I think
of
is
coffee.
that I think is the best runner in the whole movie for me.
Yeah.
It's just because it's like so specific a joke.
I like what they did with Bob.
Oh yeah. It wasn't just a, hey, remember Shrunken Head guy who sat on the couch? They actually kind of
gave
made him a
him-
character.
they
They gave
gave
him
him-
something to do.
Yeah, he had a purpose, and I thought that was good. Overall,
Yeah, I'm kind of
if you're a fan, go see it.
Yeah, I would say go see it. Maybe don't do it at an evening performance. Maybe check it out on a Sunday matinee and then go grab a nice dinner with your friends.
And then talk about it afterwards. Yeah.
But I was hoping for more. And they gave too much, which, like I said before, ultimately was less.
I wanted a more impactful third act, but we got a bigger third act. Not really impactful, though.
Yeah.
It was a lot of performance, but not enough. I didn't feel satisfied at the end.
That's fair. I can understand that. They had to squeeze in okay, we have to make fun of influencers here for a moment. And that was something that could have just been dropped and never, dropped out, and we would have been fine without that moment or two. There.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah.
There was one situation at the end where I said, "What happened to the people?" Mm-hmm. And there was no explanation for it. So when you go,
they're all
see
dead
it,
too, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was hoping for a post-credit scene where it would explain where
they
what
pop
happened
back
with
out
that.
of it.
Right,
Yeah.
something. Okay, so when you guys get a chance to see it, come back, comment what you thought about it. If you had any favorite parts, did you enjoy the music? Did you enjoy, any aspect of it, or what you didn't enjoy?
Danny Elfman did turn in a great score again.
Yeah. And so, where can they find you?
Okay, all of my stuff is at FilmBuffOnline.com. And I'm on socials, on Twitter and Blue Sky as at FilmBuffRich.
And, well, you're here, so you should know. Go to J1 Studios Anything. Even though people still don't know to go to J1 Con, they think it's two separate things. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh,
All right, y'all. Y'all know what to do. Do the like and subscribe stuff, comment. And always I ask for you to help a brother out.